Hey, let's talk about it, cause honestly we need to talk about social issues, just uplifting my people. Yeah, let's talk about it. Come join the conversation. A connection's what we're creating. Yeah.
What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing? So, what I wanted to talk about today is being tired. Now, for those, people that know some rap music or whatever, right? Like, Kevin Gates used to have that saying, I don't get tired. And people took that saying and they ran with it. Certain people would be like, man, I sleep when I'm dead. And I just want you to really realize the type of things that you say on a daily basis that literally makes no sense. Kevin Gates said, I don't get tired, and had a slew of people adopting that mindset, not realizing that the body needs rest. You go ahead and try to stay up 24 hours and then get in the car and drive. You'll be seeing stop signs that's not there. You know what I'm saying? Your body needs rest. But what I wanted to talk about as far as being tired was being spiritually tired. See, when you're spiritually tired, that's a whole nother beast. How do you get spiritually tired? I believe that God has something and placed inside something in everybody. Like your gift might be to speak. You can speak, and when you say these words, it can bring somebody up who was in a dark place, right? The problem is when you get spiritually tired, it's because you are trying to utilize your God-given talents to people who God ain't sent you to. You are trying to utilize your God-given talents to someone who God did not send you to spew that to. And see, when you're spiritually tired, right? Let me use a better example, right? If you work out in the gym, some people say the workout doesn't start until you know what I'm saying, like right at that threshold to like you've been repping out 10 reps and you get right to the point to where you can't do but 5 more. Some people say that's when the workout starts because your body is fatigued. Now you're going to really see how strong you are, right? Like that's how some people say that's when the workout starts, right? Spiritually, God can place something in your heart, right? And you might find yourself in wrong circles, right? Like you have a group of friends that they've been your friend for countless years, right? But God is trying to take you to the next level. So in order to get to the next level, you got to be around like-minded people. But these is your friends. These your friends. So you stay in that friend circle group and God is trying to say, no, I need you here. But you like, but God, I don't want my friends to think this, that, and the other, right? So what start happening is you spiritually start getting tired. You start having conversations with your friends and then you feel like man, something just don't feel right. Like they not understanding me. Like I feel like I should be doing something else, right? And when you stay in those type of circles, you get spiritually tired. And guess what happens when you get spiritually tired? You start making mistakes. Your friends say, come on, man, let's go out. Let's go this, that, and the other, right? And your spirit is telling you, don't do it. Don't do it, right? But since you're not in a place to where your spirit can like have time to relax, that voice starts getting less and less. That don't do it, it was once loud, now it's getting smaller. Now it's getting small because your spirit is tired. So now you go out with these people. Now you find yourself in a bar or whatever the, case may be. You don't even drink, but you just with them. Now all y'all get in the car. You know that person was driving, was drunk, but you don't want to be the one, to shake the stuff up. So you get in the back and you sit down and you like, oh man, I'm, this, that, and other. And then boom, y'all get in a car accident. You get in a car accident. Now, you knew that you should have stepped up and said, hey, listen, let me drive. But you were so worried about what everybody else was going to think about you because you are in the wrong circles. See, when you're growing, right? Let's just say something happened to you when you was younger and you never addressed it. Right? So you're dealing with this pain. And in order to deal with that pain, you have to inflict pain on other people. See, if you look at someone who's just mean, like they just mean, and you be like, what in the world is so wrong with you, right? It's because they haven't addressed that hurt and pain. And when you don't address that hurt and pain, you get addicted to coping mechanisms, right? So because you were hurt, you have to inflict that pain because you don't want nobody else to hurt you. So when you meet people, you just a jerk. You are just a jerk. And guess what you say to people? It's just how I always been. No, that's not how you're supposed to be. But you haven't healed and you have got addicted to inflicting that same pain. So you take the mindset of like, yeah, I'm just rough and tough and this, that, and other. No, you're not. You just ain't healed. And sometimes you can't heal because your spirit is tired. You are spiritually tired. See, if you are physically tired, you just go take a nap. You just take a nap, get up and you're like, oh man, I feel good. I done slept 7 hours. I feel good, right? But when you're spiritually tired, you will get in that bed. You can get 8 hours of sleep, but you wake up and you still feel the same inside because your spirit is not at rest. And how to put that spirit at rest? You have to get in situations that God wants you to be in. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes that friend that's been a lifelong friend, God is trying to say, listen, it ain't no beef between y'all, but I'm trying to separate you because I need you here. Because if I have you here, you're going to be the best version of yourself. But it's uncomfortable to break away, so you stay there and you're never comfortable. See, a lot of times, if you find yourself in these positions and you just feel like something ain't right, that's your spirit talking to you. And what you don't want to happen is that feeling goes away. My grandfather used to always say, you can be so wrong, so long that you're right. You've been wrong so long that you're right because everything gets flipped upside down. So now you are in these circles that God has been trying to pull you out. And guess what? That coping mechanism make you start thinking, okay, well, I guess this is where it's supposed to be. There's a lot of people right now, this early in 2026, is already talking about 2027. Oh, I thought this year was going to be better. Oh my God, I thought, man, this year ain't turning out how it's supposed to be. You know why? Because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You spent all of 2025 talking about how 2026 was going to be better and ain't nothing changed in your life. You still around the same people. You still having the same conversations. You are still, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. But you want to blame the calendar. Man, next year, this year, this 2026 ain't on nothing. No, you ain't on nothing. Because you are spiritually tired. And I talk about this all. I don't talk about something that I don't go through. When I'm feeling off, I look within and be like, okay, what am I doing? See, we are so quick to blame everybody else. You can be in a situation and you just like, man, these people. No, sometimes it's you. Because you haven't healed from so many different things. And when you don't heal from those things, you become addicted to what you're coping with to numb that. See, some people, they might drink, they might smoke. Some people are addicted to sex. Some people are, what you're doing is trying to deviate your mind from how you really feel. That's why it's so easy to talk about everybody else because you don't want to talk about yourself. You don't want to talk about yourself. You don't want to talk about the real you. That's why it's so easy to do that because that has become your drug. Your drug is, okay, yeah, I'm, this person, this, that, and other, because you don't want to deal with yourself, and you can't deal with yourself because you are spiritually tired. How do you get rid of that spiritually? You got to step away. You got to step away. I believe that your spirit will let you know situations that you ain't supposed to be in if you ain't too far out there. You know that certain conversations you shouldn't even be having, because when you have those conversations, when you get up off that phone or you walk away from that person, you feel like a piece of you has left. But then you get around these other people, and when you talk to them, your spirit feels fed. But the people that you're around that your spirit feels fed, those are people that you normally wouldn't see yourself with. You know when I feel good sometimes? When I have a conversation with a stranger and I walk away and I be like, man, I really feel uplifted. Because one of my coping mechanisms that was not healthy was I just wanted to see everyone doing better. And that cost me a lot, because you will spend so many seasons trying to get people to see what you see, and they might not ever see it, but you put so much into it, now your spirit is drained. So anyways, man, I hope y'all have a blessed day. And listen, remember, it can always be worse. Your worst day is someone else's best day. You getting up from work, somebody is in a shelter wishing they could work. You getting up there, starting your car, and it's snowing on the ground, and you like, oh my gosh, this, that, and the other. Is somebody in that hospital that just wish they could get up and walk. It's all about perspective.
Hey, let's talk about it, cause honestly we need to talk about social issues, just uplifting my people. Yeah, let's talk about it. Come join the conversation. A connection's what we're creating. Yeah.